my gosh, we did it, y'all. We are live again. We have risen from the grave of online irrelevance. It is I, Tom.
And Galen.
From Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, live sniffing the weenies. You probably know what that means. And if you don't, it means that our annual Halloween perfume collection has launched kind of a bit ago. And due to various life concerns, we are only now getting to a point where we can sit down and sniff through it all and offer our in-house opinions and just see what's up with these weens. So, this is one of those great situations where some of you, I love this, it says we have 0 viewers currently.
But one like.
But one like. Oh, now we have 2.
Thank you.
We're in business. The Halloween flash sheet series is where we're starting because it's one of the complete series that we have received in the mail, and also it's small series. Series is correct, both singular and plural. Series is what you say when you're panicking about being live for the first time in over a month.
Series.
Anyway, it's a small collection. It's only 6 fragrances, and I thought that was a great way for us to dip a toe back into the whole live streaming game. We can sniff them, get in, get out, and then go buy Galen some warm shoes because we are living in Minneapolis now, and the cold's going to be here any second.
I don't have warm footwear.
So, and yeah, in the other complete collections that we have on hand here, and in our little station here in the Twin Cities, is the yellow wallpaper. So we're going to film a sniff through of all of that soon. And the hearses. We also have the Wild Hearses perfume oil series. So maybe this week we can get through all of it, but if not all of that this week, in the very near future, you have that to look forward to. Yes. And then we have a giant crate of all the additional various weens that we're still missing, and we can sniff through that. I'd like, now that it's cooler outside, it is my Halloween party, and I will cry if I want to.
Okay.
Okay. 0 level of investment in whether I'm crying or not. I like that.
Whatever.
Anyway, now that it's a little cooler outside, it's easier. Like, for a while there, it was very hot, and you have to shut off the AC in order to do some live streaming, and we were not about to do that. So, I don't know, in the cooler months, we'll be able to get to this more. What's that? Well, you're perturbed.
Let's just get into it.
Oh, you want to smell the fragrances? Well,
Hand me a perfume.
Can I explain to people what this is first?
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, people should know.
So, for Halloween Flash Sheet, this is a series of 6 fragrances that have at least one thing in common. Well, they have a few things in common, but the main one is that they contain an inky tattoo ink note.
Ooh.
Yes.
And they're also spooky.
They're spooky.
Halloween.
It's like variations on different like monstery tattoos where you can smell the monster and the ink. And for this series, I know, it's crazy. For this series, we hired our dear friend John Herndon, who we made friends with when we lived in LA. And he is an artist and a tattooer, and so we had him do actual like flash tattoo style designs for the labels, which are very cute and amusing. And what else? We had all 5 out of 6 of these at Dragon Con, but we didn't have the clown, and we were keeping it a secret at that point. We had just not been able to make it in time. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, if you're gonna, instead of just having something that isn't ready in time, you could just have it be a fun secret. So it was a fun secret.
You're welcome.
It was fun for me to have a secret.
Fun secret.
Yeah, having a secret is fun. I thoroughly recommend it. Especially if you seem like the kind of person who talks a lot and will say anything. People don't even expect you to have secrets. So we're gonna go through these alphabetically in the order they are on the page, which incidentally starts with the clown. Now, before we start, I know there's always one more thing. People have been asking about that ink scent note.
Yes.
And like, what is it and what does it smell like? And I've had a hard time describing it.
Ink.
Right. Yeah, but like, what is that? Like, what is that?
You know what ink is. You know it. You love it. You use it.
Well, I talked to Beth about it.
Being a nightmare, sorry.
You had a lot of coffee just now. You're like one of the better nightmares I've had recently. I asked
Yay.
Beth to kind of explain, without going into too much like inside baseball detail about what is in the ink accord. She described the ink note, because I was like, what can I say? It's dark, it's inky, it's ink. She described it as cool, tannic, oily, and like a bit mineralic. It's got a bit of like a mechanical, industrial quality to it, but very dark and cool.
Mhm.
And I think that's a really interesting thing to incorporate into horror fragrances, because so much of what we present for Halloween time is coziness, warmth, spicy, autumn feel good experiences. We do also want to lean into the thrills and chills and the horror of it all. And there are many ways to go about that.
Yes.
And in this instance, I like that there's like a monstrous series we've done that while the label artwork is kind of goofy, the scent itself is kind of all like on the serious side. And in fact, when we were developing these, I had Beth concoct the formula for each of the scents without showing her the artwork. I had the artwork. I was dying holding it in because it was so entertaining to me and I wanted to show it to her because I knew she would love it. But I also knew if she saw the artwork for these individual perfumes that it would definitely color what scent she decided to make.
Sure.
And she would make a scent of the artwork. And I was like, no shade to John. In this instance, I just wanted her fantasy of what, like, the witch ink or the clown ink or whatever would be. And then we will add the illustration to that, So that's the way I thought it should be. And I'm so glad I did that because when I finally got to smell these, they, I don't know. Well, let's just do it.
That's what I've been trying to say.
You were right, as always. So...
Yeah.
let me back up to my page where I've got the ink notes. Halloween flash sheet. Clown flash. Dun, 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 marking it at 7:20. Not bad. Sometimes we're not even mid preamble at this point. Clown flash. Does this look like it healed funny? Because yes, there's a terrible joke intro to each of these. Globs of vanilla cream splattered with a honk of electric cherry, red currant, and a spatter of ink. Okay? What I like about this is it has some of the foodie, dreamy, kind of maybe cozy scent notes that you would associate with Halloween stuff, but then it's got that ink in it. I'm sure it's going to ruin everything in a good way. So as one might predict,
Cherry.
in the bottle, fresh, the concentrated oil, the cherry is a honk of electric cherry is a perfect way to describe what has happened to me.
And it's a loud, sustained honk. Right now.
It's 3 shorts, 3 longs, and then 3 shorts again.
But like not in a bad way, just in a like, well, that's cherry.
I'm wearing a bright red nose of cherry perfume oil right now. That's all I can smell at the moment, but we'll dab a little.
I'm already smelling the vanilla cream.
Are you though?
I am. Yes.
Prove it. I don't know how you would
can't
do that.
prove that. You just have to like.
I
listen
believe
to
you, I
me
believe
and
you.
Believe me.
Put it on. I'm already like
Prove
20
it.
seconds ahead of you.
Well, it smells vanilla. Like.
Oh boy, not for long.
I feel
Fascinating.
like I did not put enough on.
You're gonna douse yourself, and you're gonna become
Shut.
that clown.
You know when you put on a bit and you're just like, that's not really enough to get in there, and that's what happened.
Well, you're filibustering. So, almost
This is delightful.
Almost immediately, I felt the ink just like step forward. It
Yeah.
really reminds me. So this is probably out of all of these the most comparable to past instances of ink where we did the pomegranate ink for Yule.
Mm-hmm.
I think a couple of times now we've brought it back. People really liked that one. It's like the sweet, rich ripeness of the fruit mixed with this like dark industrial / historical like inky note. So very comparable. We've just got a different fruit with the cherry and the currant. And then like the presence of the vanilla, which it does have a kind of like a nimbus around it. This is
A nimbus.
a nimbus of like poofy vanilla But here's what's funny about this being attached to like the idea of a clown, because if it was just a cherry, red currant, vanilla clown, that's approachable. It's friendly. It's like I trust my child in the presence of this clown. There's something about the ink note.
What?
Like the child is safe in the presence of this clown. The ink note, though, there's something about it where it just like carries that presence of the carny life where you're like, oh, this clown has like grease under its fingernails.
This clown sleeps on a bed of newspapers. That's what the ink is reminding me of. Is like a new kind of a newspaper.
Yes. Okay. So I thought that was just a funny thing to say, but that actually makes a lot of sense.
No, there's a direction I'm going in.
This clown sleeps on a bed of newspapers.
Well, also, isn't that like something you'd kind of maybe be a little concerned about, like with your child hanging out with like a newspaper bed clown?
I'm concerned about the humanitarian rights of clowns at that point too. I mean, like this clown needs to unionize.
Give that clown a bed.
Seriously, it's like we were watching The Others last night with Nicole Kidman, and the gardener, the servants show up to work, and then she's like to the women servants, she's like, "Oh, you can sleep in the attic," and to the old man gardener, she's like, "And you can sleep out in the shed." And then later, when she's about the things, she's like, "You'll find all the tools you'll need in the shed," and it's like, you're just like an old man sleeping in a shed surrounded by garden tools. What kind of life is this?
So cozy.
Right.
There's my shovel.
She's a rich woman.
There surely must be like one other room in the house that you're not using that the gardener could sleep in.
I think that he could have benefited from some newspapers.
He did. I don't even know if he got that.
No.
Anyway,
so check in with the scent before we move on. It's I love it. It's just got a really lovely I'm gonna say dark a cliche amount of times in this video, but it really does keep it kind of cold and unfriendly, which I think is fun in a goth scent period. And then attached to a clown, it's kind of like one of those like, you know, no touch clowns where you're just like photo opportunity clown, but you don't want to get too close. Hands off.
I'm not touching any clowns.
You can't touch me, but I can touch you. One of those clowns.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a very interesting scent because like every time I go in there and I'm kind of like trying to get more of the vanilla cream or the cherry or currant.
You run right up against that wall.
The ink is like this. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't see that. And I'm like,
running
can
interference.
I just like peek behind you?
No.
I'm trying to get the comfort of it.
No. Backstage area.
And I have to just make comfort with the fact that this is it.
Yes.
There is ink.
There is ink. Isn't that nice?
An inky scent. But it's good.
The cherry does remain bright. I like that she says electric cherry. Like it really does have a kind of an almost like neon quality to it.
And I really like the vanilla cream of it. It has a fluffiness to it, but it is completely ink stained.
I like that also the clown's eyes in the illustration, much love to John, has the whites of the eyes are pink.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that says it all about what the scent is. Like it's a sad clown where the face is sad, but also like the paint is sad, but also the smile is sad. The eyes are blazing pink, and it's just very entertaining to me on how unhappy this clown is. So getting a scent made after it is maybe the best thing that could ever happen to this clown. Are you ready to move on to the next in our cabinet of curiosity?
Show me the devil.
Show me the devil. So the devil flash. Yeah. You can see cute. Okay, this one, the label illustration cracks me the hell up because the eyes don't match. One of them is kind of winking, and they have the one that's winking, the eyelashes are attached to the eyelid and not at the top and not at the rim, which is really...
that is, yeah.
It's one of those things where the devil looks like maybe, no rest for the wicked and all of that. Things have been damn wicked and it's been
He's like, my eyelashes are not even in the right place.
No.
It is so hard being the devil.
Right. Sympathy for the devil. And the scent is tattoo ink steeped in infernal musk with a splash. Sorry, I'm moving my chair because it's like I can hear them like creaking together. Unsettling. Tattoo ink steeped in infertile
It's hard being the devil, like
I'm
we
glad
said.
that we specified that. I mean, all of the lab's musks are infertile. Okay. Tattoo ink. I'm gonna try it for the third time. The magic of live theater. Tattoo ink steeped in infernal musk
That doesn't sound right.
with a splash of brimstone cologne. Okay, I did it.
Okay.
I'm dying now. Oh, and these have wand caps in them because these are used as testers in our lunacy events here in the Twin Cities every month, one Saturday a month.
Check your local listings.
Smell stuff in person with us. Live. You talk about live.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
there's no electric honk of anything in this.
That is very gritty.
Yeah, it is.
Scratchy.
Yeah. Would you say it's dark?
I would. Scorched,
It
dark, gritty.
it has a kind of a ember glow to it. Like it's got a like red, brown, black color palette to it, with maybe some
orange.
glowy highlights.
Yeah.
Just like on the face of the.
Some
I love
cinders.
these like yellow orange highlights on his face.
Yeah.
Okay. The lab's brimstone note is overpowering for me. Like it scares me how sulfury it is.
It's really intense.
But this has other stuff in it. The musk is actually helping.
Yeah.
I do want to try it on. I'm not scared of it exactly. All of this like ran down the wand and there's just like nothing left. So, oh no, that's too much.
Now you're the devil.
I'm absorbing the devil into my body.
Goodness.
Just as I promised my youth minister I would never do.
Here you go. Here's a bottle.
Thanks. Oh, okay. So this is what I think is the utility of the ink note. Because Beth had described it as cool. I think it's really important to a scent like this because otherwise it would be like fully like
Face in the bonfire. Yeah.
conflagration. Yeah, face in the bonfire. Too much of everything.
Yeah, it does add something, whereas it
there's a real depth and a temperature change throughout that makes this much more complex than just some like smoky gentleman's cologne or going into like wood chips and barbecue sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the smokiness plus the sweetness of the musk can go a little barbecue pit sometimes.
Yeah, it can.
And I think the coolness of the ink is really attaching itself to the cologne. It reminds me of the Scarecrow Boy Toy scent from Dr. Caligari, except for that one's a little dustier and I think even cooler.
Yeah.
This one's more warmed up. I think Scarecrow Boy Toy has a sweeter incense in it also. It's really, I mean, you know, like, this is why I'm glad that she went based on her fantasy of the concept instead of the artwork, because this fragrance smells more handsome than that devil is.
Yeah, it does. It is an attractive scent despite being very gritty and like scary.
This is the perfume that this devil would wear to feel better about him/themselves. You know?
Yeah, I like it. It's very smoky and musky.
It's giving like Freddy Krueger's basement, like the boiler room kind of thing.
But in like a good way.
Is there a bad way?
Yes. I wouldn't want to be basement. That sounds like a dream I shouldn't be having.
It smells great in here. I wonder if it would like with Freddy flow or like, you know, as he's getting ready to great, by the way.
What is that cologne? He's like,
it's just oily rags from the
can't even think of a good comeback. Yeah. Look the other way. What? No.
Just like you are.
I just want to know what you're wearing.
He just makes you wake up.
Someone else.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a lovely segue into Skeleton Flash.
Woo!
Really cool. It's not going to show up very well, but there's a really adorable little illustration of a miserable-looking skeleton giving double peace signs, which I
love
think is
him.
so funny. I love him.
I do.
Synflash is boyfriend. The scent description is polished bone shards,
Oh.
scorched sandalwood, and tattoo ink. Anytime, oh my gosh,
What's happening?
there was a joke. Where's my joke?
Maybe it's taking a
Going
nap.
to the original Google document to
There wasn't a
see-
joke for the devil either.
Oh, did they get nixed? Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have my jokes
The
restored.
comedy has been cut.
Comedy has been cut. Oh, looks like the jokes were cut from all of them.
Wow.
I now,
Except for the clown.
except for the clown, I now have the terrible job of writing to Beth and Brian and be like, were my jokes not funny? Shall they be reinstated?
Was
If
there
I-
some sort of mistake?
Did they just get... I didn't delete them. Oh my
I'm
gosh,
still
I'm
smelling that devil.
experiencing like creative ego death live. Well, okay. There was a joke about, I think, for the devil, about letting him give you a stick and poke with his pitchfork. Guess you had to be there.
Audience goes wild.
I know. For the skeleton flash, I don't even remember. I'll have to
Something
see if I
about
can find them.
bones.
So anyway, polished bone shards, scorched sandalwood, and tattoo ink. There is anytime it describes bone shards as a scent note, I get scared because I think about like scenes in a horror movie where the bone is like sticking out of a leg or something,
Sure.
or like
It's not
it's just
pleasant.
it's awfully physiological.
Shards. It can shard.
Ugh.
Ew.
Ugh.
Not my bones.
But
Nope.
then we polished the shards, so it's fine.
They're nice.
Smooth edges.
Presentable.
This is my favorite of the scents.
I mean, this is beautiful.
That you get the scorched sandalwood smell, but like none of the heat of the scorching. So it's like dead, blackened.
Yeah.
You know,
It hath been scorched. It's not currently scorching.
it's right. It's like it, and plus the
Smoldering.
coolness of the ink. So it's just like a cold, dead fire. If that makes sense.
It has been put out with ink.
And I really don't know where the bone smell fits into that, but I smell there is a kind of a polished gleam that wasn't present in the other scents. And it is interesting when you're smelling scents in a series how you only have the other scents in a series to compare them to. So if I had not read Polished Bone Shards, I still think I would think there's a kind of a dark gleam to this. And I just can't wait to put some of it on the skin. I need more on my wand. There we go. Ooh, the oil is very beautifully clear. What's up with that?
I don't know. Must be the polished bone shards.
Bone shards. This is a really beautiful
Here you go.
dark sandalwood. We were just last night, I was wearing the Everyday is Halloween perfume oil from this year's Weenies. That is a really just like warm, scratchy sandalwood. This is high gloss, black top hat, spats.
It's very beautiful and classy.
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 But there is that scorched element. It's not super smoky.
Scorched and classy.
Scorched and classy.
Can't I be both?
It's giving like charred remains at the Met Gala.
Wow.
What else is there to say? I do like that the sandalwood gives it that hint of sweetness, like an incensey sweetness.
Yeah.
That helps it. It is like a little bit, you know, perfumey, incensey
Yes.
perfumey.
Yeah, it is.
And that balances well with the darkness of the ink and the heaviness of like the, you know, scorch. So there is like a kind of a strange sense, a sentience, sense of a living thing to it. Aside from like otherwise it being very dried out and dead.
Yeah,
I love it.
I do too.
I want to wear this to the goth club, and I shall.
Good.
Good.
Great.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
I don't either. I mean, it is really, it is simple enough to where it is kind of hard to get in too deep with it. Of like, I mean,
it is really understated. Like the devil
smells
one,
like these notes.
devil one came roaring out of the bottle. I mean, we're talking about a brimstone and infernal musk situation. It's like very intense, you know, smoky animalic, and this is like coolly restrained, but still kind of
approachable,
giving sinister vibes for sure.
Approachable but sinister.
Speaking of sinister vibes, we got this here tarantula flash. Just the cutest little fuzzy tarantula you've ever seen. John even gave it like a little black heart, like cutie mark on the abdomen, which is so sweet. I had no idea. I did write a joke for this. I have no idea if it was
8 arms to hold you.
No.
Sorry.
That's not it.
I'll go.
Thank you. I don't know if this is meant to be a giant tarantula, like a monster movie like Tarantula, or if it is just a scary regular sized tarantula, which for many people would just be...
That might be enough.
Their worst nightmare.
Too big a spider.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it does make me want to watch Arachnophobia again, because now I have the perfect perfume.
Always want to watch.
I do. It's Julian Sands.
I know.
So the scent is Tattoo Ink, afuzz, with caramelized pumpkin pulp, bourbon, cranberry juice, sweet patchouli, and red peppercorns. That is like more than...
Yeah, that's like the most scent components we've had.
Yes. That's a lot of things. Really makes you wonder what...
It's, being a tarantula is hard work. There's a lot that goes into it.
Is that 8 scent notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be if you broke caramelized pumpkin pulp up into 2. No, it's not. Anyway. Oh, well.
Okay, so I smell a kind of boozy cranberry pumpkin in the bottle.
This is like the coziest of the entire series of 6. And it's also the most like Halloween-y in that like you do have the pumpkin pulp.
Yeah. And
the booziness, and it's a little spicy. And here's the thing, just like you were saying initially with What's Its Nuts with the clown, where you're like want to lean in and like dive into the warmth and sweetness of it. It has that same wall though, because
the ink blockade.
It does have that ink. Like it takes a sinister turn in a way that is completely appropriate for the series and for Halloween, and keeps it apart from like a lot of like we have in the general catalog, or I'm sorry, the main category of Halloween scents, so many wonderful inventive variations on cozy fall scents. This one would be right there among them, if not for, I mean, the patchouli partly, but then also this ink.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting?
It's like just enough patchouli, and the patchouli and the ink have teamed up to like pull this out of Foodie Town. Definitely getting the cranberry. The red peppercorn is giving it heat, but not like a flavor, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like some interesting warmth. Same with, I think, with like the caramelized pumpkin pulp, which also just speaks to something having been like cooked intensely.
Sticky, warm, kind of. Also, I want to say something about bottle shock, because I remember when we got these in the mail and I smelled the tarantula one out of the bottle, and I swear it smelled like Flintstones vitamins.
I think you were just having a bad day.
And maybe I was just having a bad day, but I think that now that everything has settled, I mean, I get why I thought that, but it was just, and when I smelled in the bottle just now, I was like, well, this smells nothing like I first thought. So
on the skin, there are like 3 distinct tiers here, where you have a real brightness, which is like the bright tartness of the cranberry. Then you have a middle range of like fuzzy, warm foodiness. And then you've got this like bottom layer that is kind of like gritty patchouli and ink. And I can smell all of it simultaneously.
Yeah.
So there's like a really interesting depth there. And I can see that being even a little unsettling to smell, where it's like, if this was just like a pumpkin hair gloss or whatever, people would be like, oh my gosh, you smell amazing, I want this as a candle. And instead with this, it's like, you smell pleasantly of the darkness. It really does remind me of like trips to Salem in the fall, honestly, where you're just like out in the street, you know, and you're smelling the fall scents that are like the
You are
cozy,
out in
inviting
the
ones.
street.
Yeah. But there's like the cemetery. It's got that kind of like that edge.
Yeah.
Speaking of edge, I love a segue. Let's head right on to Witchtown. I guess also speaking of Salem, we've got a lovely witch here doing prayer hands.
Some kind of Charlie's Angels thing.
Yeah, if that would be a gun. The prayer hands.
No, it's not for the witches. Whatever, I'm right.
Whatever, I'm right.
They're not using guns because they're witches and they use their hands.
They pray.
They pray for you.
They've got to pray just to
turn
make
into
it
a
today,
toad.
like MC Hammer. The scent is, for Witch Flash, tattoo ink infused with sorceress roots and heady incense.
Uh-oh.
Okay. First of all, I want to say that there's a tear on the witch's face that I thought was just like a regular tear, but I realized it's probably a teardrop tattoo on her face, which is so cool.
That's great.
You ready to get into some sorceress roots with me?
I am.
This is a badass witch.
This is very inky.
It's the inkiest one we've smelled so far.
It's like the most ink forward in the bottle.
Yeah. There's nothing to like kind of like distance you from the inkiness of it because
it's very intense.
the roots are also kind of like cool and dirty. And then the incense has this lovely, there's like a poof of incense. And I want to say, I don't know if there's myrrh or something that's kind of like a little sweet in the incense.
Myrrh would be my first guess, I think. Oh, it's like in the back.
Yeah.
In the back room. Like
it definitely has like a warehouse smell. Witch industrial. It's like a whole genre of witch.
Witch industrial.
This is like hardcore street witch. It's not unpleasant. It's just like forbidding and dispassionate. Like the witch is hard at work. She's doing what she's got to do. Mind your business. Thanks, I'll take that. And this one is actually much closer to the Scarecrow Boy Toy I was talking about because it has that same sweeter incense, I think. And it's just not as dusty. But it is ultimately, I think, familiar to that. It's like a witch shop that closed down 6 years ago and no one ever cleared anything out of it. And it's just been sitting there, everything getting old in the dark. What was that show we watched? The witch show with...
Brand New Cherry Flavor.
Brand New Cherry Flavor. That's what this reminds me of, that style of witchcraft.
What a strange show.
Yeah, remember?
Watch
was it
that if you
Catherine
have
Keener?
Netflix. Because like it is Catherine Keener. What a bizarre thing to watch. Perfect for this month. I would watch that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, very inky and like ancient smelling.
Yeah.
It smells ancient.
Absence of like any sort of witchy seduction. It's like the witches who just want to do their thing and they do not want to be bothered by people. You would be wise to leave them alone. Like a really good like punk witch scent. It's warming up on the skin and the incense is coming out and it is blooming where it's just like, it doesn't like, it's not like a stench. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just like...
The ink seems to just be the most forward in this, like compared to the other ones.
Yeah. It does smell like a working altar instead of like, you know, beautiful witch talk, witch vibes. Hashtag blessed be.
Nature is healing.
Hashtag we are the weirdos, mister.
As above, so below.
Yeah. This is like the witch that's actually like getting stuff done. Amazing.
I don't know what the roots are.
It's getting...
But it does smell... There's some sort of nature.
Yeah.
Root.
I wish I knew.
Grit.
Yeah.
Earthiness.
It's getting kind of stickier and goopier smelling on my skin as it warms up. Like the incense really is blooming.
I want to say it's myrrh. Or like a myrrh hybrid.
Myrrh hybrid.
Franken myrrh. Myrrh champa.
Maybe even like a dragon's blood. I'm not sure.
Dragon's myrrh. Yeah, something like that.
Ultimately, like, it's keeping its darkness, but like it's becoming more incense forward. And if I had just smelled from the bottle, I never would have gotten here, and I probably wouldn't have given it, you know, credit for the, I guess, the depth or the shape-shifting aspect. But that's where it's going to be, is like on my shelf with like dark incensey blends.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Now we have one left, and we've only been talking for 35 minutes, which is some kind of record because we've stretched Six Sense out into over an hour before. But I refuse to do that today because Galen's feet will freeze. So we just got to keep it moving.
Can't you think of my feet? No.
Don't think of Galen's feet. Wouldn't you? Or don't you regret saying that?
Don't you want me to have warm shoes?
You almost kicked the tripod, and that would have been really funny.
No.
So we're going to close out with the last one in this series, which is Zombie Flash.
Ooh.
This is the craziest illustration he did for us because the zombie is kind of silly, but the jaw is gone and the tongue is just sprouting up out of like the decayed throat. And it's done in a kind of a silly, cartoony way, but it's still just like, I can't stop staring at it.
Oh, ew.
There's also some zombie comb over happening. It's just really interesting to look at.
He has an earring.
He has an earring and a gay little mustache.
He's had a whole life.
John Waters zombie.
Yeah.
The scent for the Zombie Flash is grave loam, mushrooms, Spanish moss, a smear of ink, and a bit of brains. 3 A's. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wow. Oh, I touched it directly to my nose. I just like nosed myself with the wand cap.
It does smell like mushrooms.
It has immediately a kind of sweetness that I associate with maybe the brains. Maybe it's just sweeter than the witch one. Or maybe it's just like something about the spiciness of the dirt. I don't know. It's unsettling how much a fresh dug grave scent this is.
Yeah.
And yet it's not like overly green. Like, there's like depth, like a whole, there's enough of a color palette here to actually be unnerving because you're like, what are all these smells? And also a lot of these are kind of like cloaking the ink, unlike with the witch one where the ink was so bold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just like a kind of a strange freshness, but it's also kind of like a real kind of ripeness to it, which I think it makes it unsettling in terms of like what's buried here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet, it's not unappealing.
No.
It's just like my and if you gave this to me and you didn't show me a picture of somebody's tongue coming out of their neck, like maybe I would feel differently about it instead of just being like clenching away from it. Oh no. Let me have a dot to put on my arm. That's plenty. Yeah. It's like a really interesting kind of like not just dirt, but like dirty, filthy. There's a kind of like a there, I guess it's probably the mushroom thing where there's like a decomposition happening.
Yes.
But it's also got a bit of that freshness, and the dirt gives it a bit of a zing, and it doesn't go into any truly disgusting places.
No, it is just like completely earthy.
Just like
in the earth, coming out of the earth.
A little unsettlingly rich, I guess I would say, where it's just
that works. Yeah, an unsettling earthiness, let's say.
It has like a little bit of an aldehyde sparkle, I want to say. Do you smell that?
No.
You don't smell that?
No, I don't.
Interesting. What am I smelling?
It might be the moss.
Oh, I guess it probably
could
be the
like
moss.
A light.
Maybe like a lightly aquatic or something. something. It's so hard to describe. I've really wanted to avoid this moment, but it does successfully give like green, brown, black color palette with maybe some gray and even a little pink, and that's part of the mental block I have here. Because I'm just like, I prefer my zombie movies black and white, where all of the nuances of what turns what color is obscured from my view. And this is like Technicolor zombie for sure. It is kind of like mellowing though on the skin as a, you know, like I'm at a place now where if I smelled this on somebody's like neck or whatever, I'd be like, oh, you smell nice.
Yes, it does settle into something that is actually nice. It's not like what grave you crawl out of.
I know.
Like
now I am getting more of the
What
ink too.
happened?
It's like I've been digging and I finally hit like hit bottom in terms of like how dark it gets. And that ink note is very familiar to me at this point. So
yeah.
It's not a stranger. It's not a stranger who's eating me, you know? So fascinating. Like slightly acidic. I could sit and describe this for probably like an hour and lose track a million times and never quite nail it. I would love it if someone has got this one or has written down any impressions of it, if they would share it in the comments. I have not been seeing a lot of reviews of this series in the bpal.org web forum, and I wonder if it's because people have been nervous about trying it because of the mystery of the ink note. Yeah, maybe I think if there's just like a brightness in the freshness of the Spanish moss and so forth, and the way that it like mixes with the darkness of the ink.
Yeah, the more that I get, the
a lot of contrast.
It's got to be what you're smelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is like a clean component in here.
Yes, and I keep expecting it to go sweet, and it just never really does. Fascinating. Well, and I just want to reiterate that Beth had not seen this drawing when she made the scent, so this is her fantasy of like, you know, the zombie flash. So, because that was the zombie one in particular was I was like, if Beth sees this illustration before she designs the scent, we're sunk, because I don't know if anyone in the world is ready to smell like, you know, like rotting Billy Bob in a decomposing blue tank top. Fully green, full green.
Rotting Billy Bob.
The greenness of it, I was like, as a person who knows that they will have to sit and smell this on camera, it was an act of self-preservation to have her go in her own direction with it. So, like, I don't need to smell that tongue coming out of that particular neck. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Circling back around a little before we sign off, I'm getting a lovely, like, bit more of the vanilla and the ink in the clown. Cherry is, like, has left the building for the most part. And it's like a weird creamy vanilla ink, which is strange because it really cuts the sweetness of the vanilla, but you still get that vanilla flavor. That's like the closest I think we're gonna get this time to like a vanilla ink scent, is just like waiting for the fruit to kind of dry off.
Yeah, mostly what I'm getting at this point is like a weird vanilla ink. It's not very fruity anymore.
Similarly with the devil, the wild like smokiness has really tempered.
I really like the devil one. I like how that one settles down, and I think I would wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a really dark musk.
Squirrel silhouette.
Shadow of a squirrel running across on
oh my god,
other building.
You can't see it, but trust me, it was funny.
It's a good thing you're not a Pomeranian.
I really like the devil one. That one is working for me. Did I have a third on this arm?
It's funny because
skeleton.
The skeleton smells cooler than that still. So however the devil has cooled off, it's still warmer than the skeleton.
Yeah.
Then I've got my witch friend over here. Wait, I have a it's not hard to find the tarantula because you just search for the cranberry and the pumpkin.
Yeah, the tarantula one, it was probably like the most like approachable fall
Yes.
scent out of these.
It's cooled down though. The ink has stepped forward and it has really just like pulled the
But there is like
down.
a chewiness from the cranberry and the pumpkin and the gourmandness.
It's like as cozy as you're gonna get with an ink scent. And then that next to the witch, who's just like, no, you will not be getting cuddles from this witch.
No.
Fascinating. Yeah, it still to me it smells like a workshop, like my great grandfather's, like workbench. But like, you know, incense instead of body odor. So
cool.
Yeah. And then in the context of things revisiting, hitting that zombie again, it's really not that scary. And it's gentled up quite a lot. And it's funny though, out of everything, that the zombie really is kind of one of the more like kind of like approachable, like fresher walks in daylight scents here.
Yeah.
Because some of these others are just like 1:30 in the morning, you know? So, well, that's our foray back into the nearly lost art of perfume live sniffing. So if you liked this, good news, there should be more of it soon. If you didn't like it, you're probably not here anymore. So I don't have to worry about what to say to you. But we do have the Halloween stuff will be up for several more months. There's plenty of time to get in there and to write some reviews and help other people figure out what they might like. And if you're very good, you just might get a Blood Moon Lunacy sooner than you think, because I know the team is working on it avidly. We teased it already, and then life happened. So, any parting shots that can't wait until the next time we stream? I just said that to erase his mind. It's like the Men in Black thing, where it's just like, no, there's no thoughts ever now, huh?
What?
What? Anything from the weenies that you want to tell people that must not be missed, even if it's not from this?
Yes. I'm very excited about black eyeliner, and I'm also very excited about the return of black lipstick. Do we have any other makeup?
Not yet. Not yet. We should have brought back Clown White this time, just to put with the lipstick and the eyeliner. Those are Galen's lips on the black lipstick.
Yes, I know. Please settle down. Yes, it's a hard job.
Wait till we put your feet on a perfume label.
And the hearses, I want to talk about them more in detail when we try them on. But,
how about tomorrow?
But here's a way of me hyping. I love the hearses.
That's about as hype as
there
you get
are
these
so
days.
many different kinds, and we're gonna talk about them more in detail. And I'm just really excited about them.
Let's do it right now.
There's two new ones, and I'm really happy about them.
Well, thank you for the kindness of your attention and patience
tried
on this lovely October afternoon, and we will be returning to you soon. Okay?
Okay.
Got a deal? Okay. You're in?
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah? Okay.
Smell you later.
Bye for now. Boop.